The Content tool is where the teacher builds their units and lessons. There are endless options for adding your own content. You can add your own files that will be read and displayed in a document reader, create document pages, which are HTML pages, add any item from the course tools, like a checklist or quiz, and even add files from your Google Drive. All the Ontario curriculum expectations have been added to the VLE and will be regularly updated to reflect changes at the ministry level. You can attach curriculum expectations to your lessons. See the link in the description for a separate video on how to add curriculum expectations to your class environment. Get started by creating a unit folder. Go to the Setting cog, select Add Unit, input your unit title, which will display on the folder in the left side column, and input your description. Then save it. Your new unit will display in the left side column menu as a colorful button. Now, to create a lesson that will reside in that folder, select the folder, select Add, and choose Add Lesson. Give it the title that, again, will display in the left side column menu. Add the description, then save it. Note that for both the unit folder and the lesson folder, you will see a title page with the title and description. To add materials for your lesson, select the lesson folder, select Add, and choose Add Material. Here you have several options from where you can add materials for your lessons. If you already have a lot of your own digital files on your computer, then you can use the File Upload option. If you have materials in your Google Drive, you can select items right from your drive. You can add any web link using the link option. You can also link to the other tools within this system, like discussions, assignments, and quizzes. If you would like to quickly create your own pages, you can use the document option, which makes a simple HTML page. To upload your own file, select File Upload. Choose the file from your computer, select Upload. It's the same process regardless of what file you are uploading. For example, Microsoft files, images, videos, and PDFs. You can also do this on your iPad to select from any application where files are saved. If you are working with Apple file formats, save them as PDFs first to ensure all users can see the content without having to download first. You must connect your school board G Suite account on the home page to have access to your Google Drive. There's a link in the description below to those instructions. To add from your Google Drive, select Google Drive. Locate and select the file. Note that a message will display to ask you if you would like to change the permissions to anyone with a link can view. This message lets you know that the file won't be viewable to users if you don't make it public. Choose Select to add. The whole Google document page is now embedded in your lesson. You can even edit the file directly in this window as long as you are logged into your G Suite account. To add a web link to your content, first copy the URL of the website that you would like to add. Then, back in the Add Materials area, select the link option. Paste the link into the link box. Enter a display name for the link. Choose whether to embed on the page or open in a new tab. The Embed on the Page option is preferable to keep your students in the lesson, but sometimes the website won't allow itself to be embedded. In that case, use the Open in a New Tab option. Save, and you will be returned to the lesson with the website embedded in the page. To add a YouTube video to your content, first copy the URL for your YouTube video you would like to add. Then back in the Add Material area, select the link option. Paste the URL into the link box. Enter a display name for the video. Choose to embed or open in a new tab. Save, and you will be returned to the lesson with your YouTube video embedded on the page. To add a Learn 360 video to your lesson, first go to the home page of the VLE. Choose the student backpack, select Learn 360, locate the video you would like to add. Copy the URL, go back to Content into the Add Material area, select the link option. Paste the URL into the link box, enter a display name for the video, choose Open in a new tab as you cannot embed this item. Save and you will be returned to the lesson with a link that goes directly to the Learn 360 video. Adding a discussion, assignment, or quiz to your content is the same instructions except for which tool you choose initially. You need to create the discussion, assignment, or quiz item prior to trying to add it to your lesson. I will show you the steps using an assignments item. While on the Add Materials screen, select Assignment. Choose the specific item that you have already created in that tool. Select it and you will see it added to the lesson with a button to go to assignment. When you create a unit or lesson or add materials, each defaults to not visible to students. The unit folder, lesson folder, or material item will have a symbol of an eye with a diagonal line through it. This symbol means that it is not visible to students. This default setting allows teachers to reveal items when they are ready. To make a unit folder visible, select it, and then use the slider button to reveal it. Follow the same steps for making any lesson folder or material item visible as well. Note that if you make a material item visible, but your lesson folder holding that item is set to not visible, the student will not be able to see the material. Set the lesson folder to visible, and the student will be able to see whatever materials are set to visible within the folder. To display any lesson material item, select the item in the left side column menu. You can then view that item in the window to the right. Use the four-sided arrow to view the lesson item full screen. Here are the steps for if a user needs to download and use a file. Select the item to be downloaded. Select the horizontal three-dot menu. Choose Download. If on a computer, you will see the file download in the Downloads bar. If on an iPad, the file will open in a new tab in Safari. Your next steps depend on what type of file and if you want students to type into it. Here are 3 scenarios. If the item to download is a graphic organizer like this one, the best app to use is Adobe Fill-In Sign. First, select the Share icon. Then, select Copy to Adobe Fill-In Sign. If you do not see this application as an option, you can select Adobe Acrobat Reader, and it will open in that application. Then use the Share button while in the Adobe Reader, and then the Copy to Adobe Fill-In Sign. If the item to download is a PDF and the students need to write on it, follow the same instructions as for a graphic organizer to open the item in Adobe Fill-In Sign. If the item to download is a Word document, the best app to use is your Google Drive. Select the download icon and the file will open in a new tab. Select the Share button, then select Copy to Google Drive. And it will copy to your drive and then open in Google Documents. You may need to log into your drive during this process. You also need to have both apps downloaded to your iPad. The learner will be able to type into their copy of the document. Remember that they can submit their completed work from their Google Drive to an assignment folder.